What's up guys? So on this particular video we'll be discussing about Spiti Valley in the month of September 2025, what you should be expecting in terms of the weather, the road condition, landslides and rainfall, what you need to be packing, the places that you should be visiting, and most of all, will there be snowfall and is Chandratal going to be accessible in the month of September? So now starting off with the weather, you need to understand that the month of September is towards the fag end of monsoon. So the daytime temperature in Spiti Valley will range from anywhere between 14 degrees to 22 degrees, while the temperature in the night will range from anywhere between -2 to 6 degrees. Now the temperature that I've just mentioned, the range depends entirely on where you are. Places like Kaza and Tabo tend to be warmer, but if you're staying in the more remote parts like Langza, Dankar, Demul, these villages will be far more colder than what it is in Kaza and Tabo. September is the time when you can expect it to be really windy in Spiti Valley because seasons are changing again. But going by what the trend has been in the last couple of years in Himachal, even though it's supposed to be the end of monsoon, you can never predict or rule out a flash flood in the month of September. So if you're someone who's planning a trip in the month of September, be very cautious about your travel. Do check the local news. Along with that, you can follow Lahore and Spiti Police on Facebook because they keep you well updated. You can even follow the Kulu and Mandi Police Facebook pages, and they are very prompt with updating the road condition and which roads are blocked. Self-driving and riding a bike in the month of September is really risky because of the flash floods that tend to happen. It's not only about getting stranded, but it's also about having to lose your vehicle along the way because of any kind of calamity that can happen. The month of September is when Spiti Valley is lush green. By default, whatever little bit of shrubs are there, it's going to be covered in greenery and it's going to be much cooler. The days are going to be slightly shorter because it's the end of summer. Now the two routes to get to Spiti Valley are via Manali and Atal Tunnel via Kunzum Pass. That is the faster route, but it's also a high altitude route which can lead to altitude sickness. A simpler and a much more easier but longer route is via Shimla and Kinnaur Valley. Now, which route should you be taking? It entirely depends on the amount of time and the duration of your trip. If you're planning a short 6-7 day trip, then you need to be taking the route via Manali and Kunzum Pass in and out. If you have a longer duration, anywhere between 8 to 11 days, then you can do the journey via Shimla and Kinnaur Valley. My personal recommendation is, if you can spare the time, then do the longer route because this way you will end up getting more time to acclimatize, and at the same time you'll get to experience the complete journey to Spiti Valley from Kinnaur all the way up till Chandratal and exiting via Manali. Now remember that in the month of September you definitely need to pack your umbrella, your wind cheater and your jackets because it's going to be raining in places like Manali and Shimla and Kinnaur Valley, and even in Delhi. That's where your trip is going to start, either Delhi or Chandigarh, so you can expect to be raining there. Hence you will need your rain gear with you. And at the same time, when you enter into Spiti, it's going to be pretty cold in the night, and even in the day it's going to be cold and chilly, so you'll need your winter wear. Do not overpack. You can always pick up souvenir t-shirts or other clothing from Spiti Valley, especially in Kaza and in Tabo where you'll find flea markets. If you're starting your journey via Manali, you can in fact even get plenty of woolen wear in Manali and in Shimla. So if you're someone who likes shopping, then do not overpack. You can always go to either of these places and get a couple of souvenir t-shirts which can be used along the journey, and then you take them back home. When it comes to, I would say, network, Spiti Valley has excellent network. There's 4G and 5G which you'll get it from Jio, Airtel and BSNL. Jio and Airtel have the best network, so you do not really need BSNL anymore. Both prepaid and postpaid work very well. By default, when you're traveling to Spiti Valley, make sure that you have a power bank, a good power bank of at least 10,000 mAh. My personal recommendation is always carry 2 power banks of 10,000 mAh, so by default you'll never run out of battery power to charge your gadgets. Now when it comes to the road condition, the Manali Kaza road can be closed because of landslides, because that's a more fragile road. And at the same time, to go via the Manali Kaza road, you have to pass Mandi, and Mandi has been flooding and been the worst affected with the cloudburst in Himachal this year. So if Mandi is destroyed because of the flash floods which are happening, and when I'm saying destroyed, I'm saying a flash flood can happen anytime and the roads can get blocked, and that will really hamper your trip. At the same time, the Shimla Kinnaur road is no better. So just pray and make sure that you are well updated. So if in case there's a flash flood, you can either divert your trip and go to some other place in Himachal, or cancel your trip and go maybe in the month of October or November, when the weather is more stable. Now when it comes to accommodation, every village in Spiti Valley has homestays. So no matter which village you go in Spiti Valley, by default you'll find homestay accommodation. Now these homestays will charge you a nominal amount, but will provide you with breakfast, lunch and dinner, and they'll charge you anywhere between, I would say, 1500 to 2000 rupees per person, depending on what kind of deal you can crack and the number of people that are in your group. The more the number of people, the cheaper the accommodation. Now at the same time, when you're traveling to Spiti Valley, you need to understand that it's going to be a lot of high altitude journey, because the villages over here are ranged from 10,000 feet to 14,000 feet, and some even higher. Like Comic is at 14 nearly 15,000 feet. So is Langza and Kibar and Hikim. So if you're planning on staying in these villages, make sure that you're well acclimatized before you go there. Chandratal Lake is definitely going to be open in the month of September. You can also stay in the tents at near Chandratal Lake. Just make sure that you have booked your tent stay in advance, because Chandratal Lake generally tends to get booked out really soon. Chandratal is one place where you will not have any cell phone network, so that's the day when you'll be offline. The best time to be going to Chandratal is either on a full moon or a no moon. If you're going there on a full moon, you'll get to see the reflection of the moon in the lake. If you're going in a no moon, you'll get to see a lot of shooting stars. Now when it comes to shooting stars in the galaxy, the best places to see them are in the village of Dankar, Langza, Demul. These are three villages where you'll get the best, I would say, the best experience of the galaxy. You can actually see the entire galaxy with your naked eye in these villages, but you'll have to go there when it's a clear sky and a no moon night. Even if there's a little bit of the moon, the entire experience is going to be cut off. Now when it comes to what you should be packing, warm clothing is definitely needed. You need your UV protected sunglasses. Now if you're someone who's careless and tends to lose things, make sure that you have two sunglasses with you, because carrying sunglasses to Spiti Valley is a priority. You'll need your gloves, you'll need your mufflers, you'll need a waterproof jacket, because if it rains, you will definitely need to stay dry. At the same time, I would recommend carrying sunscreen, and you'll need a lip gel, because the weather is really dry in Spiti Valley. Thermals for those who tend to feel really cold, you might need thermals for the night. Other than that, you should be good to go with just having the basics that I've just mentioned. Now if you're someone who's planning a trip to Spiti Valley and are confused about how to go about it, or you want to join a group, then you can click on the link in the description and you'll go to our website, where you'll find trips listed in the month of September. We do have fixed date trips for groups. If you're a solo traveler, or you have a few friends, or you're a couple, you can join a group. If you want a private trip, even that is possible. You can directly click on the link, go to our website and book from our website, or you can click on the WhatsApp option on the website and you can chat with our team members. Now this chat is only open for people who are interested in booking a trip with us to Spiti Valley. This chat is not a friendly chat where you can just get on board and try to get all your queries and doubts about Spiti Valley solved. For that, you'll need to book a consultation with us, where you'll get on a phone call with a travel expert. Now till our next video for Spiti Valley, stay safe, stay happy and stay blessed. And if you have any queries and doubts about Spiti Valley in the month of September, you can leave a comment in the comment section and we'll try our level best to solve it in the comment section itself. Till our next video, make sure that you have your trip to Spiti Valley planned well in advance and keep the weather in mind. Take care and stay happy.